Seattle, we need to talk. Times change and I gotta move on. I'm leaving you for another city. Can y'all feel that? Can y'all feel that? South Beach, bringing the heat. Welcome to Miami. Welcome to Miami. Welcome to Miami. South Beach, bringing the heat. Can y'all feel that? Can y'all feel that? Can y'all feel that? Can y'all feel that? You can catch me at the coffee shop and not at the club. And those cappuccino chicks, they be like,
hi Doug.
Can y'all feel that? Can y'all feel that? Can y'all feel that? Can y'all feel that? Welcome to Miami. Welcome to Miami. Welcome to Miami. South Beach, bringing the heat. South Beach, bringing the heat. Welcome to Miami. Welcome to Miami. Don't get me wrong, Chi-Town got it going on. Don't get me wrong, Chi-Town got it going on. Don't get me wrong, Chi-Town got it going on. But Miami be bringing the heat for real. Damn. Welcome to Miami. South Beach, bringing the heat. 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 All right, let's stay focused, fellas. Welcome to my apartment, the Muze building in downtown Miami. I'm so excited about this. And before we get started, I just want to answer the question everybody's asking me, Doug, why did you leave Seattle? You seemed so happy there. The answer is pretty anticlimactic. Really, no reason at all. I just wanted to change the scenery and, maybe some better weather. Let me pull up this map of Miami so you can see how Miami's laid out. Downtown Miami is on the mainland, as you see on the left-hand side of this map. My apartment is right about here, right where the river cuts through downtown Miami. The big island on the right-hand side is Miami Beach, and the southern part of Miami Beach is called South Beach. Here's my neighborhood. My apartment is right there. Well, let me get a better shot of that. My apartment is right here, and it's like a stone's throw away from the river. And I like to go out to the river walk. I don't know if it's called the river walk or I just named it the river walk myself, but it's just this really cool area where you can just take a walk and look at the buildings that the river cuts through, and of course, look at the boats going past and the hotties on the boats. Funny thing about the women on the boats is they're always taking like TikToks and selfies of themselves as opposed to enjoying the view. But hey, y'all got to do you. The weird thing about Miami, which surprised me, is everybody was saying from what I was reading that it's too hot and too humid and too unbearable in the summertime. I have not felt that at all. It's just been amazing weather. I was out here I guess I was the only person on the riverfront for some reason, and I just put my camera down and took a shot of myself. Normally I don't do that, even though Miami is like the kingdom of people taking TikToks and selfies. Kind of funny. But anyway, back to the Muze building. There are 2 levels of amenities, public spaces on the 7th and 8th floor. It's not on the roof like my last apartment. I was down here one morning at the leasing office, so came out and just whipped out the camera and started shooting. Nobody was by the pool, so it was okay to shoot, I suppose. But this is really nice space. I am personally not a sitting around the pool kind of person. I don't think I've ever done that in my life, but it was just so nice out here. I like that waterfall feature over the pool. But there are other spaces out here where you can sit and cool out and hang out, bring your laptop, bring your dominoes. As you can see, they got the grills there because, I'd be dressed to grill, but just really nice. Those palm trees were supposed to be moving. They were moving like 2 minutes ago, but now they're not. They totally screwed up my shot, but I'm not shooting it again. Anyway, the interior space on this level is very nice. You have to keep in mind, Miami is not a very indoorsy type of town. It's more of an outdoorsy type of thing. So they're not going to do a whole heck of a lot with the indoor space, but it's very nice, very classy. People can have their bridal showers or wedding showers or whatever they want to rent this room out for. Now, the level below it is like the spa, and the spa is not specifically for women, but it's like mostly women that hang out down here. I'm not sure what women do in the spa. They probably sitting down there watching football, eating pizza, drinking beer for all I know. They have these plant walls, these closed off rooms where you can draw the curtain and just cool out, get a pedicure, meditate, recharge your batteries or whatever the case may be. When my female guests come down here, I'll be treating them to the spa. They have these massage rooms, which you can get your personal masseuse. The gym is just kind of so-so in my opinion. There's a gym for me right across the street. So I'm not going to be working out in this gym. It's kind of like a quote-unquote baby gym, as I call it, but it's here. Let me give you a shot of the gym across the street. This is my thing where I get down. This is not affiliated with the building, but I just wanted to shoot it just for documentation purposes. Got a downstairs and an upstairs. And most importantly, which I'm so excited about, they have a basketball court where I didn't have one in Seattle. But it's so cool. I've always liked to just do a shoot around before I work out. I'm not a big treadmill kind of person. But anyway, here we are at the unboxing of my apartment. I had not seen this apartment. I got it sight unseen. I'm gonna have to explain how that worked. I got some Amazon packages there that I pre-ordered waiting for me. But the way this happened was I came to Miami in the spring and just really dug the energy, and I said, okay, I'm moving. This is what it is. I'm, moving. And found an apartment in a brand new building. I really liked it. And then I came back home to Seattle and I saw a video of this lady, this vlogger named Marissa, this influencer who shot a video of her apartment in this building. Here's Marissa right here with some shots of her apartment. And I was just feeling it. That's the bottom line. Her apartment is just, I would decorate different, but it's just the whole vibe of it I was just loving. It's the kitchen and the bathroom that makes it or breaks it for an apartment with me. And mine is actually bigger. Hers is a 1-bedroom, 840 square feet. Mine is a 2-bedroom, 1,329 square feet. So my living room has a lot more space to it. But it's her balcony that got me. Not that I would decorate like her once again, but I was just it just looked so Miami and fresh and breezy. I was like, okay, I'm moving, end of subject. And so here I am. So I just had to rent it online, and now I'm here. So we'll see what we got going on here. Probably some squatters up in here. But I did see a video of the apartment 2 floors underneath, so I'm sure it's the same thing. And yeah, this is the exact same thing as what I saw in the video. An open living room / kitchen space, which I just really love. Awesome. I just like space. I like space more than stuff. And the view is facing the Miami skyline. Pretty cool. I'm just like loving this. I'm like really feeling this. One thing I like about a kitchen is I like all my appliances and cabinets just to be on one wall. I know that sounds kind of weird, but I'm not the biggest fan of an L-shaped or a U-shaped kitchen. This is cool. This is definitely going to work, man. I'm going to have to get a bigger TV because I'm going to be looking across that room while I'm in the kitchen watching TV. This second bedroom really looks like a den to me because of this cutout space at the top of the wall. But I like that because this is not going to be a bedroom, and that cutout leaves a lot of natural light to come in here. The closet, that's just wasted space. I don't have enough clothes for one bedroom, yet alone 2. But I got such big plans for that room. I'm not going to talk about it now. When my furniture gets here, it's being shipped here, and I decorate, we going to check that out. But circling back around to the entryway, we got the washer and dryer. Not a whole heck of a lot to talk about there, but I like that it's full size as opposed to the mini. This second bathroom, I got this idea from a brother on the web who had this super cool condo in New York, and he had this girlfriend that was always over. So he designed the second bathroom for her. It's like the ladies' room. And ladies and men, we both know we believe in the unity of the sexes, but we don't need women in our bathroom, and women don't want us in their bathroom. So I'm just going to do this thing for the ladies, and I swear on my honor, me nor any other man will ever use this bathroom. The bedroom's pretty standard. It's actually bigger than it looks in this photo because it's much bigger than my last bedroom, which I like. You could actually get a king in here, but I'm gonna stick with my queen because I just like more space. That's just kind of like me. That building with the red letters, they're demolishing that eyesore. So they need to just take dynamite and blow that thing up. The closet, once again, dead space. This closet is big enough to be like a bedroom. This is not my thing, but hey, it's there. Bathroom. The bathroom, it's got let me set up my camera shot here. It's got the dual vanities, which is cool. The one thing about this apartment, which, it wasn't a deal breaker, but I just kind of wasn't super crazy about it, is that I'm a walk-in shower type of person, but they still have bathtubs, and the building's only 5 years old. But I let that go because I was just feeling the apartment, and either way you're gonna shower and get clean. So I'm like, okay, I'll let that slide. I just love the building. The other building had walk-in showers, but I still like this one better. So anyway, let's go check out this balcony. I spend so much time on the balcony. I could live on the balcony. I just love being out in the outdoors, but most times I'm not out and about running around. So it's just not as big as my last balcony. I don't think I could ever find an apartment with a balcony as big as my last one, but a lot of space. There's a Whole Foods right down there. I'm not a super big fan of Whole Foods anymore because they're so corporatized, but grocery store right across the street. These butterflies they painted on the top of the building, that's where the gym is, like literally right there, right across the street. So that's cool too. But nice big balcony. I mean, it's cool. I'm feeling this. And my last shot called, I guess, let's call it Night Moods Miami. Hey, thanks for coming and check out my video. I don't put out a lot of content. I'm kind of like the opposite of everyone else. I just put something out every 6 months or so. I will be putting out another video when my furniture gets here and I do the decorating and just show you how this thing is laid out. So peace and love, and just try to live your best life. That's kind of like how I'm living this thing. Anyway, peace.